Like, if I
Yeah.
pop it for you, are you gonna play with me or are we gonna get married? Like no
Yeah.
in between, no weirdness, you know. Yeah.
And where we at right now is right now? Are you
Oh
getting
my
married?
God. Whoa there. I'm not having, whoa, that's a wild question. Why that way? Why ask it that way? Whoa.
Vault opening. Welcome to the vault.
Ari Lennox and McG are trending right now. But Ari says that she feels blindsided by McG because his team promised to destroy parts of their interview. She went on a rant and this is what she wrote. Honestly, it's all my karma. I'm just like, why was I alone on a call full of people? Why didn't anyone intervene? And why wasn't part of the interview destroyed like the team promised? Why did it happen to begin with? I just felt slow and ambushed and blindsided. Just because I happily and freely sing or write about sex, don't make any kind of creepy disrespect warranted. I clearly was in immense shock and hate that I didn't react differently. But F it, I don't want anyone feeling sorry for me. I'm tired of the narrative, exhausted. I'm good, I promise. But as for interviews, I'm not doing them anymore. There is enough lives and interviews out there already. I've been my most happiest at creating music and exploring life sober. McG was out of line, whether those were lyrics or not.
I want to teach you something in my home language. It's how we say I love you, because I'm Venda.
What is it?
It's Venda. That's my home language. So I want to teach you how to say I love you. Are you cool with that?
Venda. That is so
Yes.
sweet.
Can I teach you a word? Can I teach you a sentence? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just say MacG. That's my name, MacG.
Boy. Hold on. MacG.
B Ndi
B.
Nyago
Nago. What?
Nitava.
One more time.
Nitava. Nyago Nitava.
Nitava.
Tava. Yeah.
Ihaba.
Yeah, Tava. Tava. Yeah.
Yeah. MacG.
D Nya
D. Ya.
Nya
Ya.
Go
Go.
Ni
Ni.
Tava.
Taba. I'm not saying.
Tava.
I'm not saying the whole thing.
Yes. Yes, you got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can say it though. Because it's hard. But that is very beautiful though. That is very beautiful. Thank you. And I hope it means what you're saying it means.
It means I love you. It means I love you. MacG, I love you. Yeah.
MacG, I love you. Got you. It means my baby.
Sorry?
It means my baby.
No. It means MacG.
My
I love
role.
you.
Wait. Who's lying? You lying to me?
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
I don't trust your ass. You seem so like something's going on. What?
Oh, Ari Lennox, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure chatting to you. I hope you do come to say, and when you do, man, we gotta hang out, have a drink or two, and then I'll teach you how to say that thing properly, all right?
McG had an interview with an international star, Ari Lennox. And so when he was busy interviewing her, you guys, like, McG said things like, do you want me to teach you Venda? And she said yes. And McG said, say McG. And then of course she repeated and said that you should say that in Ndugonyango Nitara, which in Venda means I wanna. And so she said it, right?
MacG's lack of filters in his questions and in everything he says on his podcast is probably the most polarizing thing about him. It is the reason that he has some very strong haters.
And social media has decided to give him a lot of backlash for a question that he asked the American singer. Now, the two were discussing her love life, and Ari revealed the type of relationship that she wants to have. They were discussing one of her first single, Pop, and Ari explained that it was in reference to sexual intercourse. Now, Mac G did not waste any time as he went right in with, I quote, an inappropriate question.
Hello, what's up, you dazzling diamonds and the others? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Linda Kyle, and this is The Vault. Anyway, you guys, let's jump straight into today's video. Somebody said, "Oh, what's that pipe that you smoking? That pipe? It's a vape." As a matter of fact, it's a vaporesso vape. Hey, now that I think about it, it's like a pipe, you know? You know those olden day pipes that those old men used to use? Oh my gosh, this is so weird. I'm a pipe smoker. It's absolutely insane. That person in the comments was so pissed. Like, wow. I still feel like a vape is much better than Oka. What do you guys call it? We used to call it Oka pipe, you know? Anyway, let's jump into today's video. You guys, today I wanted to talk about Mac G. Now, I have said in numerous occasions that I absolutely love, but you know what I mean, Mac G's podcast with him, Saw, and the Ghost Lady. I think, or rather, I thought it was really nice in 2021, but then times change, people change. And people's opinions change by the second. People are very easily swayed this way, swayed that way, and it's very freaky deaky and dangerous type of situation. Now, everybody loved Mac G's podcast last year because he was getting all these celebrities on and they were dishing. And every time someone goes on to Mac G's podcast, it seems like their career, you know, they get cancelled for some reason. Their career is questioned, or what they said. They get into some kind of trouble. It's like the podcast and chill is cursed. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I mean? Now, there is one thing that has stood out this week. It seems like Mac G is always asking his the people that he interviews, his visitors, who they are smashing. And it seems like people are starting to be like, okay, fine, Mac G, we get it. You're always asking this one particular question. He did an interview with an American artist, right? And he asked her the very same question. And she was taken aback. She was like, the way he asked her. So the way that he asked her that question, he didn't say, who are you smashing? He said, who are you effing? And are they giving it to you good, right? So this has become a trend for Mac G. This has become his thing. It's like his signature. If Mac G doesn't ask one of his guests who they are smashing, then justice. 3 days of darkness is probably coming after he does not ask her that question. He always asks that question. That's his thing. That's his thing. You know what I mean? It's like my greeting to you guys. That's my thing. That's how I greet you guys. It's like me saying that type of situation, which I'm trying to just ease up on, because damn, I say that a lot. That's his thing. That's what he's known for. And we all know that it does stir up some drama or cause people to get cancelled when they actually dish who they were or who they are smashing. But this particular American artist was like, you know, the way I was reading the situation, it wasn't even about what the question was. It was about how he actually asked the question and how it came about. It was just very random. And she looked very uncomfortable to answer that question. You can only imagine how everybody else that has been on podcast and chill felt. Personally, guys, I really don't feel like we need to know who you are sleeping sleeping with, or we need to know about your shabang bang activities. And I was very vocal about that last year, right? And I still feel the same way. I feel like your bedroom indabas or your very, very private indabas should remain private. Come out here and entertain us and tell us what the hell it is that you want to tell us, but you don't have to tell us about your sex life. It just paints a bad picture. It really does. Why? Who cares? Who cares? MacG cares. MacG actually really freaking cares, because he asks that question without fail, without shame, every single time.
Oh, ngiyazithanda indaba. Yazi bani ngibhebhisa la ijosi.
Ubani?
Uthabo.
Who's Tabo? Black Motion.
Hey! Started dating since then.
And he hit the first night.
Nah.
Not the first night.
No.
So at the boat, do you go?
I personally am now not watching Podcast and Chill anymore. I see the notification and it would be very easy for me to click on, but it's getting very monotonous. Now, I do understand as a YouTuber, commentary, gossip, podcasts and such, you can start to sound monotonous. Like you're saying the same thing over and over again. Because, like I said before, like with me saying that type of situation, it becomes built into your vocab. So a lot of other terms, phrases, or topics become built in to your vocab or just to the person in general. And this is the reason why you can, over some time, sound like you are just a stuck record, or you're flatlining, saying the same thing over and over again. This is normal human behavior. Everyone does it. It's not just podcasters, YouTubers, and people on the internet, right? But now for people to be watching it over and over again, it gets irritating. And for the fact that MacG has faced some kind of troubles from asking these questions, which was good for him at the time because it brought more viewers, it was controversial, there was dramas, there was lawsuits, all these freaky little funny things. And in my opinion, until you actually catch a lawsuit and you're a YouTuber, until you catch a lawsuit, you haven't made it. You're gonna have to catch a lawsuit or some kind of really hectic drama. And then we can start to classify you as a real YouTuber. That's the name of the game. Everybody go out there and get a lawsuit. I'm literally just kidding you guys. It's a mess. It's not nice. Alright? So this whole thing of him asking who has smashed who, who has F'd who, is becoming very tired. And this is one of the reasons why I have now, even when I click on a video in the beginning, I just feel like I know what to expect. And I guess there's nothing wrong with Podcast and Chill. It's just that it's becoming the same thing over and over again. I need something different. I need something more creative. I need a bit of a change, you know what I mean? I'm getting tired of it. That's why I'm saying to you guys that last year was definitely MacG and Podcast and Chill's year to shine, but it seems like it's starting to look like somebody else is going to take that space. At first, I used to think that MacG's laugh is so authentic and so cute. It's like MacG looks like a little baby. I know he's a grown ass man. No shade, no nothing like that. But his laugh, it makes me laugh. It literally gives me some dopamine spike, some excitement, some happiness. I used to actually feel that way whenever MacG laughs. It's like it comes from his gut, you know. But now when I see him laughing, I'm very annoyed. I think that's another reason why they used to use a lot of their thumbnails with MacG like that type of situation, because it draws you in. It's like, oh, I want to know what he's laughing about like this, but he's always laughing. He's literally always laughing. It's getting boring for me, for Linda Kyle.
My boy. Yes.
From the start, bro. That's a good one. Oh yeah, chemistry.
Science, physics teacher.
Physics.
Hey, awa.
Biology.
Awa.
Reproductive system. Oh,
Smash, like just like tap, tap a nigga. Like, yo, what's good, baby? But it's like do that. But like what's up with niggas?
I feel like without MacG having the guests that he has on his show, the celebrities that people actually want to know and hear from or hear about or hear who they are banging, what's going to happen to podcast and show? No, like seriously, I'm not even trying to be shady or weird. What the hell is going to happen to podcast and chill without him having the other people there? I'm not saying they're not going to come to the show, but then again, after the whole Amanda Dubois and Juju situation, who wants to risk it all and take that chance on podcast and show? Ooh, type of situation. Something has changed, and it's very weird. It's very unfortunate, right? Now, I do hope that everybody's still going to support Podcast and Chill, buy their merch, go to the events, you know. I hope that things can kind of spice up and they can switch it up because they have something really good going there, right? And there's a lot of people working in that network. There is this one situation though, the one with the girls, the section of that network with the girls show. It's absolutely so boring, you know. I'm so sorry, and I'm not sorry because that's what I observed. These are my feelings. These are my opinions. That show with the girl, what is it called? Something with the girls, man. Where the girls do the same thing as a podcast situation and they're talking about all these topics. It's so boring. It's worse. I haven't checked the numbers of that show because every time I see it, I try to just watch it a bit and I'm like, oh, I don't know if it's the main girl, the host. They would probably need somebody like me to do that section of the show. But obviously I would not, because why would I want to work for somebody else when I could create my own greatness in my own little bubble? Type of situation. And I definitely wouldn't want to be under MacG. No, I wouldn't. But I do. The Podcast and Chill is a great podcast. It's just something has switched and I'm not really enjoying it right now. That might change. These things do happen with content creators that we enjoy and love, you know. Things change. They might change again and I might be like, I'm liking it again. I don't know. However, the whole asking people who they should bang, just like, is that what you have? Come on, my guy. There must be other questions. If Oprah was asking that one particular question that she asked in every single interview, I don't know if this is a poor example, but I don't know, I feel kind of funny about it. But I'm just saying, if she did that, people were going to get tired. And I feel like that is what is wearing me down and exhausting me about Podcast and Chill. However, luckily for MacG, he has Saul on the show. Now, the ghost lady is the ghost lady. Excuse me. She is in the background. Nobody gets to see her. You get to hear her voice. She gives her opinions, but she's very sketchy in my opinion because even her opinions or the questions that she asks or her views, they seem very washed or watered down, you know? It's like she's disposable. And then she treads very lightly on what it is she asks. She says to MacG. Even Saul, I do pick up that energy on with Saul. I guess MacG is the boss. You know, I need to be careful. But they seem to tread very lightly. And for most people, it's not going to be that obvious. But for me, it is. It is. But like I was saying, MacG, Podcast and Chill, is very lucky to have a person like Saul. He seems like he has most of the brains in the operation. No digs to anyone. I'm not saying that MacG and the boss lady don't have brains, but I'm just saying that Saul brings that element of that intellectual side to it that makes things a bit more interesting. You know? MacG is very comical. Ghost Lady's on the side. We don't even get to see her. There's one thing about having a faceless channel. It's like, okay, I might subscribe to this channel, or I might keep watching it. But when I don't see your face, your facial expressions, you yourself, I get a bit tired of you. You're not that important to me. And that's how I feel about the Ghost Lady. Right? No shade to you, Ghost Lady. You're a ghost. Lady. I kill myself. So yeah, I just wanted to come out here and talk about that because people had something to say about MacG and asking who people are smashing. So shut up, MacG, because people are gonna. If I am getting a bit sleepy and tired of podcast and chill, and even when that notification comes on, I'm pretty damn sure there are some people out there that are starting to feel the same way. But I don't think that podcast as a whole is going to crash and burn. Wow, no, there are too many supporters and too many people that still believe in it. You know, even though I haven't lost all hope, I still think they can turn things around. It's just step away from that. However, I do still question what would happen without the celebrity guests on Podcast and Chill. What would happen? Yeah, and I absolutely love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Right? Bye.